A welcome face. How can I help? You're full up. Dismiss someone first. Well chosen. Assume nothing.
Let's move.
Tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
goes well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more
They'll throw
time.
us in jail.
Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing
Calm
in the
down, dear.
house.
It won't happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really glaze that pizza. He wasn't even hurt.
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the steel watchers to theirs.
Please provide a full inventory of livestock before entering Baldur's Gate proper. Smuggling or any other form of deceit.
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you. Get it right here! The printed book has never been so hot!
Those walls might slow the army of the Absolute down. They'll get through them
Where's the
sooner.
boy sandals? Oh, here!
day at a time, eh?
Gazette!
You might feel differently after some food and rest.
A gazette a day!
Anything
Ignorance away!
Just be ready to leave when the time comes.
Baldur's mouth is truly remarkable. I had thought the purpose of a broadsheet was to inform the people, but I see now that I was mistaken. Ink and paper are not as insidious as the voice of the Absolute, but they send out their commands all the same. Think this, feel that, hate them. Yes. I am surprised. The house matrons of Menzoberranzan have not discovered the power of the printing press yet. Paper spun from spider silk, everdark ink drawn from dragon scales, and nefarious lies dreamt in darkness. To kill one's enemies with a well-rounded phrase. That is true power.
Get it right here!
I didn't know I had.
Only Lord Mortash can protect us from the world-ending monstrosity.
We had love.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Baldur.
copper for your thoughts? You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. Now we're talking. Hey, good looking.
What to do?
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Balder's mouth rag.
Let me back in. I'll bring Loroakkan out here, you tin tube. You tell Loroakkan I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Loroakkan should have warned us. Sod it. Enough. Loroakkan and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
Around you! Indulge your curiosity. Sorcerer's Sundries is the finest purveyor of magical miscellany for miles around.
Where's the axes?
Not one for they sell is far more precious than mere sword or shield. They sell knowledge, ingenuity, wisdom of mages past.
Don't rough it up your customers.
Sounds like more your thing than mine.
Apparently Loroakkan can.
You! What are you doing here?
Nothing for you to worry about.
His voice catches. Something's wrong here.
But never mind that. What can I do for you? It's all I deal with these days. People claiming their trinkets are the real night song, looking for the mountain of gold Loroakkan promised. There's even a pamphlet. Take one. They're on the desk. Be very sure before you make to visit Loroakkan. He's got a beastly temper. But if you really do know something, he'll want to see you. Head upstairs. You can find the way into his tower up there. What a good boy to march up there and speak to Loroakkan myself.
You might want to be
Look, a bookseller. She can point us to the tome I need.
Cat bit concoction left. As long as Lord Portash hasn't gotten into it.
I really wish you hadn't pulled the cat.
Literature department. help you? Psst. These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence. Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Loroakkan was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiot Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you? It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
That's it. That's what I need.
The Annals of Karsus would no doubt have much to say about the crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
As temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread. Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either. Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension. You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
Profits, my love.
Certainly isn't that. What's an issue of Baldur's Mouth Gazette doing in here?
This is hardly the time for idle banter. The Annals of Karsus are here, waiting to be read.
We really should have planted that herb garden, you know.
It might just be there's not much left. The
It's too late for that now, dear.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Loroakkan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts. The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike. The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Lost in thought. Let's get going.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Crank's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no night song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the night song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time? Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't you? To the Shadowfell? Alas, I've paid for a good deal of very privileged information. Now I await the results of the generous contract I've commissioned. Answer now, or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time. That cannot be. It is immortal. A god. Is that meant to be some consolation? It was the key to my immortality. How can this be? How can this be? Shit!
bring him the night song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialise.
How can I help you? Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with. Hope you found what you're looking for.
Ready and willing.
Let's move. That's a friendly-looking shadow. Right tool will do the trick.
Storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
What's that?
With a flick of the wrist.
There can be no respite. What is it hiding?
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
Lovely day, this. Now.
Attention!
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. me out.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Loroakkan.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
These names are all famous wizards.
Nasty
Animals will be
surprise.
behind Carsus's
Caution
door.
is warranted here.
A trap! Let us send forth our least favourite.
This place is careful
Let
not
us
to trigger
send
that thing.
forth our least favourite, to be sure.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
We're a long way from Waterdeep. Looking ahead.
As expected, Loroakkan falls short of any true academic standard. To believe Dame Aelin dead based on a single subjective account? It's just shoddy scholarship. May she correct him with all the contempt of 1,000 tenured professors.
Well done getting that creep off Dame Aelin's tail. The last thing she needs is more trouble dogging her heels.
You faint, as well as any matron mother in Menzoberranzan. Let the wizard lie back and nurse his wounded ambitions. When Dame Aelin comes for him, I only hope she stays her blade a moment to let him see his folly in his final breath.
Don't be shy.
One with the weave. And these things have stayed interesting.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. Devil Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. Worse? It could be the best thing that ever happened to me. To us. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last. We'd be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. But do you not expect something in return for your devotion? Some favor? Some stir of courage? Some response? I worshipped Mistra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself, just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mistra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. This is no passing whim. Trust me. If I can obtain that crown, it will affect us all. It's not a decision I'll take lightly. It's our future that I'm thinking of. Can't rely on anyone else to do it for us. For now, we've learned all we can. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
Hey, soldier.
You wish to consult me?
direct me.
No time to rest.
What do you mean? Perhaps one for customer service.
I saw somebody.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. It's important enough to send Elminster. You can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
We cannot allow Gale to go through with Elminster's ludicrous plan. Destroying the Absolute before we fully understand it would be madness.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat. Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle.
Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Mistra's likeness.
It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Ah, there's a shrine to Lolth in the corner there. Excuse me while I spit on it.
You feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selune welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selune. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
The depredations of the absolute heretics.
You wish to consult me?
So may it be. You are bathed in the cool gleam of moonlight. You must be a follower of Selune. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Ha! That is no surprise, Holy One. You have entered the Stormshore Tabernacle. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. My purpose is to connect every soul with their divine patron. How could I do that if I couldn't distinguish what deities they serve? Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
If it is for the best.
Well met, Oath Sworn. Your faith may not be orthodox, but it's still welcome here. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
The air is
Divine
ripe with
protectors of Baldur. Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve? Greetings, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive.
No one stopped me yet.
Protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations.
You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Your knowledge of religion tells you nothing more about the worship of Helm.
Let's see what this does.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket and you may yet be blessed. There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard, and this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter, no matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The outer planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless Illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of Loroakkan legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Were I a more superstitious man, I confess I'd be inclined to see a certain divine destiny in the greatest of Karsus's creations re-emerging at the same time as one another in the same city. Think about it. The crown of Karsus, the Netherstones, the Karsite weave, no more than a tadpole's breadth from being reunited. What if this is my chance? I'd be a fool not to take it. I would be everything. No mere archmage, but the embodiment of a new form of magic. Raw potential dancing from my fingertips. I would have back everything I lost and 1,000 times more. I would get what I deserved. One might argue. Well then, what more is there to discuss? All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand, defeating that elder brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
Wow. So that was Mistra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
You wish to consult me?
What's on your mind? I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Mistra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mistra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
You wish to consult me?
I do not trust Mystra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He must give it to her when the time comes, or his lust for power might well consume him.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. That was before I knew the cost. Before I knew it meant transforming into some grotesque beast. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I'll happily murder my way to whatever powerful artifacts we can make use of. Point at the back, and I'll stab. Just don't ask me to sacrifice my body. It hasn't been mine for so long. Thank you.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Let us not dwell on those dark days. Their memory is a vortex within my heart that leads directly to the hells. Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. The weasel out-weaseled. Well done, my friend. But Dame Aelin's deeds are great. Her presence, present. Sooner or later, he will discover that the daughter of Selune lives. Let us travel to his chambers, his lair. We will see him undone, in the style of the dead, unburied Ketheric Thorm.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selunite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts, all the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Loroakkan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Aelin left to face that wizard, Loroakkan, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me. That's my greatest fear. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her. I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Loroakkan will be nothing in comparison.
Well, at least they seem to use the...
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Loroakkan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say...
Not a dicky person. Some people have no respect for literature.
Patched up. Pushing on.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
By my honor, it's you. My dear, I thought you were...
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selune. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selune, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
No, Master Loroakkan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Say bye-bye.
boots have seen everything. Survival is all that matters. Allow me to demonstrate. Torment! Where do I go from here? Victory is assured. Nemesis.
Fuck yes.
I won't let you fall.
Loroakkan, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty. firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why? A gripping in the chest, as though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
Loroakkan is dead. The bastard is dead. I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Loroakkan was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need, right here. Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. Loroakkan refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you? And you'll have me. I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. Ramesses Tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
Dame Aylin has little to feel sorry about. Loroakkan would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aylin so down? I, for one, am delighted Loroakkan got what was coming to him. I don't know. Isn't that what a paladin of Selune does? Hope that good old Aylin holy fervour returns to her soon. I don't like to see her looking so lost.
You wish to consult me?
reporting. Damn, it's good to be alive.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Trap. I thought.
All right, what now? Be cautious. Here goes nothing.
Wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools past and present who have sought to use her.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Let's talk.
A welcome face. How can I help?
I expected Nightsong to be overjoyed after killing her fair-haired fool. Instead, she just seemed tired. Hardly. It's going to be the greatest moment of my life. The blood, the screaming. Just thinking about it makes me smile.
Moon Maiden, hear me. Protect the woman we both love so very dearly.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selunite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers play so well.
What's on your mind?
Everything's fine, trust me. Now come. Watch. I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky, the long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between. Look at the sun. What do you see? Yes, and something else too. Beauty. The dawn was my torment. Rustling leaves, agony. I couldn't wait to escape this place. Now, I revel in it. I revel in you. You showed me the betweens and beyonds. Between war and peace, beyond passion and obsession. Most importantly, you showed me freedom. There's more, but I don't know how to say it. I don't know what to call it. I just know, whatever comes next, I want you near. When all this is over, will you stay with me? For good? Findu, source of my joy.
Heard you put that prick, Loroakkan, in the ground. Good. Only sad I couldn't help. Thank you. For having Roland's back. You just can't stop saving us, can you?
Have you seen this place? It's incredible. And this is our house now. I think it goes without saying that you have a room here. Anytime.
I knew Loroakkan amassed knowledge like a dragon with its hoard, but never could I have imagined such wealth. And the tower itself has a cannon. The sheer power is mind-boggling. Study and catalogue it. Loroakkan barely knew his alphabet. Then share it with the realms. After all, it does little good collecting dust in an old tower. Indeed. I must still figure out its intricacies, but I am close.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
A welcome face. How can I help?
Myself. I am Roland, the new ruler of Ramazith's Tower. All deals and sales made under previous ownership will be honored. I hope you enjoy this curated selection of goods for all your magical needs. Of course, you're a valued customer. Take your time. Thank you for visiting Sorcerer's Sundries.
If you're you're slouching.